Each time I come to the city for a major game, automatically you're transported back in history to many such games that you have covered. But in this particular video, this is one such game which has humongous stakes. Humongous is the word. Massive, massive stakes and massive importance when you think in terms of where Indian cricket is at the moment. This is India's chosen format, preferred format at the moment by far. This is one format where India has invested serious energy. The IPL has done a lot of work. Unlike in test match cricket, where in the last year or so India has not had good results, this is one format India has beaten everybody in bilateral contests, be it in Australia, be it South Africa, be it in New Zealand, be it in England. So this is India's format of choice. And under the man, under whom India has had all of this success, is Gautam Gambhir in the last 1.5 years. Since taking over as coach, this is one format where Gautam Gambhir can justly say he has done extremely well with Surya Kumar Yadav as captain. But this is one match that will perhaps define his legacy in many ways. The match that will define Gautam Gambhir as coach in many ways. The match that will go on to tell the world sometime later how good was he, how strategically sound was he, how did he tell his boys to soak in the pressure. And that's where I'm transported back to 2011. That World Cup final, same stadium, same ground of the Wankhede. Gautam Gambhir, the player. Virendra Sehwag gets out. Sachin Tendulkar gets out to Lasith Malinga. India 31 for 2. Virat Kohli was not the Virat Kohli of now. He had come in, but definitely the Virat Kohli of not of 2016 or 17 or 18 when he was the Badshah of white ball cricket. Not that Virat Kohli. Young man who was cutting his teeth. Gautam Gambhir was the senior pro. He was the man in charge. He was the alpha male out there for India. He knew he had to take the bull by the horn. He knew he had to make the difference, stand up there and be counted. He knew he had to score something that will take India closer to victory. Yes, Gautam Gambhir did not score 100. He scored 97 dancing down the track and getting out. But you know what? And we oftentimes don't give that 97 the importance because we talk about MS Dhoni and that knock, that flamboyant knock and that six, and Ravi Shastri's commentary finishes it off in style and party is about to begin and all of that. But Gautam Gambhir's innings in that particular match against Sri Lanka was perhaps the defining knock that won India the World Cup. So when Gautam Gambhir comes to the Eden Gardens press conference and says that yes, the big knocks are the ones that are recognized, but the other contributions are as important, I understand where he is coming from. He knows that that 97 was as important as Dhoni's 90 plus. He knows that had that 97 not happened, Dhoni would not have been able to finish the match. Shivam Dube's 2 boundaries at the Eden Gardens was as important. Tilak Varma's 27 at the Eden Gardens was as important. Surya Kumar Yadav's 18 at the Eden Gardens was as important, despite the fact that Sanju Samson was the star, the Pied Piper. Gautam Gambhir knows that. He was the man in 2011 at the Wankhede. He has a penchant for these big games, the big occasion. And this is one format the man understands. There has been a lot of controversy over the wicket in the last day or so. Gautam Gambhir has repeatedly come there to check the wicket. My colleague Devashish Sen has sent multiple photos about Gautam inspecting the wicket, discussions going on. Gautam will leave no stone unturned. He will do everything possible to make sure that India makes that final in Ahmedabad. Gautam Gambhir knows that this one match could well go on to define his and Surya Kumar Yadav's legacy. So exactly 24 hours to go, 7 p.m. as you watch this video, 24 hours later at the Wankhede, perhaps the biggest game of this World Cup. 2022, we were there in Australia, mauling 168, India smashed. 2024, revenge. Rohit Sharma's team, in the Caribbean, winning that game by 68 runs. So this in itself is a rivalry. 22 semi-final, 24 semi-final, 26 semi-final. And the man who will have a huge role, the Chanakya, is Gautam Gambhir. What is the strategy? What will he tell his boys? What will he tell Surya? And you know what? Pressure is a privilege that Gautam often tells me. Playing for India is a privilege that Gautam often tells me. He will tell his boys, soak it all in. Leave it to Gautam to do the thinking. Just go out there and express. And if I am having to bank someone or back someone, support someone and think that that man can do the difference, it is Gautam Gambhir. I am backing him. I urge everyone to back the team because India is on the cusp of history. 2011 repeated and India will be Ahmedabad to defend their title. Fingers crossed for Gautam and Surya.